As soon as I hit tier 3, I say, hey, you're not getting this point. I'm going to drop another robot on you, and this one knows how to run. So there's my stun, trying to drop this Apothecary. His last cannon is in place, though. I'm not sure if he was expecting the dread drop or just happened to have it nearby. Of course, the Librarian with Veil of Time probably assisted that at least a little bit. I'm going to try to get out of there myself, but he's in a bad spot. The Terminator is just down here, taking a lot of abuse from the plasma gun of the Tech Marine and some point-blank turret shots here. He really should have just moved them behind or teleported over to the Tech Marine to engage him in melee. Really would have been good. I'm not sure why I leave my Venerable Dreadnought pushing back this direction, knowing that that las cannon is back there with a Librarian. The Terminators do kill my turret and teleport the heck out of there. Meanwhile, I'm getting greedy again, pushing up there. Really just, if you have a vehicle, don't chase that las cannon. I'm being greedy here. I know there's a Librarian. I know he's going to use Veil of Time. There's no reason. It looks like this Dreadnought's going to fall again. My second happy robot is going to be going down again. But it looks like, oh no, an excellent special attack. And the Sergeant does go down. That's a full tack squad for me. I was very happy with that. I do get one last stun on the Librarian and trying to chase that dev squad off, but I don't quite finish it. And again, adding a bit more armor to my repertoire here. You can see, in the meantime, this Apothecary has gotten himself quite pimped out here. He's got himself the combat stims and the improved medical equipment, being able to buff his squads and then giving himself some excellent energy regen. He was a bit greedy with that Apothecary, but it looks like he gets out. Oh, the special attack on that Librarian, saving that Apothecary from the Tech Marine and my own Librarian. That was really perfect timing for that. Moving his las cannon in, but it is getting pounded by my tank. He decides, maybe I'll let that tank hang around for a little while. Not going to be able to deal with that right off the bat. I'm just doing my damnedest to try to keep these victory points from ticking off. Again, you can see his scout squad just running around capping stuff. I don't have my second scout squad anymore. I've lost 2 this game. Both of them being sniper squads, I believe. Just really killing me on that. You can see I've got a lot of wrecks still. Probably could have done something more. Could have gotten myself some more scouts or any other non-vehicle squad to really try to hold onto this map here. I'm probably holding out for some Terminators, seeing that I do have the power. But at the point where I'm down to 31 points, I just really need anything else to keep me in the game here. You can see Cyris opting for some armor of his own. Meanwhile, I'm trying to go ahead and push these Terminators off of the point. The las cannon taking a couple shots at my tank. I'm going to decide to pull that around the corner here. The excellent map really for vehicles too, because again, these choke points really limit any major firing arcs from anti-vehicle weaponry. I really could have kept those Dreadnoughts alive just by keeping them in this center point here, instead of being so overly aggressive with them. That was a major blunder on my part, I'm realizing. My sniper's taking a little bit of fire here. I could have moved them up to this green cover and reduced that and been able to take these scouts out rather easily. Oh, yeah, it looks like they upgraded the shotguns right there at the end, but my tank's coming in, a little vehicle support to help me out. Really need to get that point. I do drop that scout squad. Couldn't quite stand up to a Predator. But now you can see once again Cyris moving into the center. Now he does have that firing arc on his anti-vehicle, so I need to keep my tank in the back here. I guess I'm just trying to buy some time with these tactical marines, but oh my goodness, 3 go down in one shot. That really didn't buy me anything. That I was no advantage to that. All that did was lose me 2 tacks and a sergeant. I should have pulled them out a lot sooner. So really, I'm upgrading my las cannon now, which not much of an anti-infantry weapon anymore. Still does excellent damage, but in the recent patches, splash was greatly reduced, making it not an auto buy anymore. Looks like my las cannon went down to some power fist there. I got a little greedy, and my Librarian needs to get out of there right now. He drops the quickening, gets out just as the Tech Marine drops one of his Terminator models. And that's That's looking good for me. Another falls. That's pretty lucky. They've got a good bit of HP left, but I wouldn't have expected both models to drop that quickly. So that works out pretty well for me. Looking pretty good there. But as you can see, I've got a mere 26 ticks until I am out of this game. Again, you can see Cyris just sneaking back here and getting my wreck. Constantly decapping that, dropping an orbital bombardment all on this tiny librarian. Oh no, I'm not sure if he's going to survive that, but I don't care. He is still capping even in the throes of death. There he goes. That is it for that librarian. My Tech Marine needs to get back right now. I'm not sure if he's getting out of there. Taking one more cannon shot, and that's it. Moving in my own las cannon tank with the support of the scouts. I'm really all in at this point. If I can't take this victory point, it's over. Sacrificing himself, one little Tech Marine jumped on that grenade so he could capture the point. I'm going to take a bit of a loss there, but I needed that VP. Need to get those down. I've got a lot of resource right now. Waiting for that 600, I'm sure. And now the scouts decide not really going to mess with that Laspred. He's got a little bit of time. He doesn't need to overextend himself. This tank is hurt. He needs to get that repaired. He's got a solid VP advantage. All he needs to do is capture a second VP for a mere matter of seconds to knock me out of this. So he doesn't want to lose the investment that his Predator is at this point. And you can see he also upgrading to a dual-linked las cannon on that Predator. You can see me going crazy on this game. It's back and forth. I can't believe I'm still in it, honestly. I played pretty sloppy, but I'm trying to bring it back. There's my own Terminators. I realize the main thing I gotta do is go in and stop this las cannon. So I'm gonna warp in there, stop that melee. You can see his tank got the first shot off. He probably didn't need to back that up. He could have moved that up and gotten that last shot off. Probably would have killed my Predator. But he's going to play it safe. Again, he's got the advantage. No point in risking it, especially with the Power Fist Terminators behind him. Let's keep that tank back, he decides. I have my tax. Again, you can see there are only 2 models because I just have lost so much wreck. And, of course, Cyris has just been on top of my wreck points all game. There's really not much I can do. That lone Terminator decided to lumber on over to the far side and take that point, and meanwhile mine are going to go ahead and soak up some las cannon damage while they decap this point. He left his flank open to me. I'm going to get a shot off at his tank here right at the end, and there goes his Predator. An excellent shot. That really makes me feel like I've still got a shot here with his tank down and mine up. Big advance. Big investment there. I pulled my Terminators off of that for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. I really should have stayed on that point. I think, yep, I realized that was a mistake there. Maybe I had them on a hotkey with something else. Meanwhile, I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. I've repurchased my Tech Marine here. And the Terminator's just tanking on away there. The Apothecary's shooting a little sideways, full auto right there at my Tactical Marines. Not taking out a model, they're level 4, they're pretty beefy at this point. And my Tech Marine moving up, now switching out to Signum armor instead of Artificers, trying to get some heavy damage on the opponent's Terminators and Tactical Marines. You can see the Apothecary back here. I wasn't quite sure what they were shooting at, but I realized it was the Apothecary. We've got the little bug where once he dies, his health bar does not show up, or his icon. Las Cannon, without his Terminators, he really doesn't have much anti-infantry range damage right here. All he's down to is his Apothecary and Scouts beyond that. Other than that Las Cannon, which is really going to do anything to these tanks and slowly whittle off some HP on these Terminators. Finally moving out to try to grab this point back. Really, with 6 points left, if he captures, once you're under 8 points is the limit, but once you're under 8 points, if he captures a second VP for even a split second, that's going to be too short a time for me to decap that and retrieve it. So at this point, I need everything I can. There's the mark target plasma and some bullseye shots, dropping all 3 of those las cannons, so now my tank is free to move around the field. All he's got to worry about is that melee on the Terminators. I see them moving in and pull back. And Cyris getting himself a second Predator to bring onto the field here. Terminators harassing my tank. This is really the only thing that can hurt it, so I'm going to go ahead and kite those around. Tanks are really the best way to deal with Terminators, I feel. in the full auto doing some damage, but now I'm popping that shield back on and chasing these Terminators around. Finally trying to get some wreck back in my favor. I've got a pretty big resource pool again. I'm really hoping I can bring this back. I believe this is a Vendread call-in. That might be his Terminators. Yep, a Venerable Dreadnought for me, while his next Predator moves in. I'm really feeling like I have this in my favor. But let me tell you something. I'm realizing what I did right here, and bam! These scouts snuck right in the middle and got by. While I'm screwing with these Terminators, I could have used this Venerable Dreadnought to charge over here and knock these scouts off. But I do remember those scouts are going to cap. I realized that just a bit too late. I feel like at this point I had it, even despite all my mistakes early game. That's going to be it for me, because as soon as that capture completes, I'm out of this game, despite having, which you can see right now, is a pretty superior force at the moment. So really, I lost my scouts carelessly, especially being upgraded to sniper scouts, and really was just letting Cyris run the map here and force the engagements wherever he wanted. So, good game, well played. That was a game between me and my buddy Cyris right there. I hope you liked it. That's the last of the practice casts. After this, I'm going to do a probably Commissar Lord highlight soon and a few other replays, and you'll see these posted on Game Replays in the DAO community forums pretty soon. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like the replays and casts, just go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got all my games there in a nice, happy little playlist organization there. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Red Rupee signing off.